everyone, Jen Holt here at Inspired by Purpose to bring you your pose of the day. So today's pose will be a reclined twist. Twists are so good for our spinal health. It's great for our digestion. It's a great way to take all the tension out of the spine, to help with our mobility. Lots of great things happening with our twist. So let's get into it. We're gonna come onto our back so you can slowly lower yourself onto your back in any way that feels appropriate for you. We're gonna keep the knees bent with the knees pointed up, or if your knees aren't bent, we'll bend them. So the soles of the feet are down, the knees are pointed up. Now we're gonna take our hips and take them over to the right, just about an inch or so. So we'll push down to the feet, lift the hips, bump them over. So it's a small little shift there, and that shift helps us align the hips and the shoulders as we move into our twist. So once you've got your hips aligned, we're gonna start to open out through the arms. We'll take the knees in toward the chest, and then the knees are gonna go to the left. As the knees go to the left, you can choose to keep your gaze to the left, or you can shift your gaze over to the right. Now, if you're not able to get your knees all the way down, you could use either a yoga block, or you could take a folded or rolled blanket under your knees for your knees to rest on. This will help your legs to relax a little bit more, so then you'll actually be able to deepen the twist through the spine. Another nice way of doing that is by taking something between the knees. That can be useful. And you might like to rest the left hand on the outer edge of that right knee, just to help the leg soften and relax if that doesn't feel good, or if you would prefer allowing the arm to extend out is also a great option. Now, if you feel like your shoulder is lifted, we want to one day get both shoulders down onto the mat, but sometimes there's a little lift in the shoulder, and it's usually going to be on the side where your knees are away from. So you can give yourself a little bit of support under the shoulder, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if you bring your knees over and you're in this position where the shoulder is lifted up, sometimes we can make a little bit of an adjustment through the upper body to help that shoulder settle down a little bit more. And then we can also bring a little blanket, a folded blanket, underneath that arm so that the shoulder has something to rest on and it's not just hanging out in mid-air. Gaze could be either away from the knees or toward the knees. You can hold this pose for several minutes. If you're looking for a deeper twist, you can also choose to cross the knees, kind of like you were gonna sit into a chair. And that will just take me into a deeper twist. This is called twisted roots in the Yen tradition, and is typically held for several minutes. Make sure you get both sides in, taking all the time that you need. You can hold, you might start with 3 to 5 breaths, and then you can check in with yourself and see if you need a little bit more time. That was your pose of the day. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you here in center or online very soon.